Hello and welcome back to the 2022 Tech Fest and Back to School Bash. I'm Darielle Snipes with the CMSD News Bureau. We are here at the East Professional Center until 2 p.m. Families have been coming. There are a lot of families. The vibe here is great. They're stopping by all the vendors and all the tables to get all the information they are going to need for a successful 2022-2023 academic school year. One thing I will have to say about CMSD is they have some great community partners, and I'm joined by one, Michael Trebilock with MCPc. He is here to talk about all the great things that our partnership has and how it's benefiting students. So you're here right now, and I want to talk about this because this is one of the reasons why you should come down. You guys are giving away computers?
Yes, so we're putting one of our custom-built CMSD computers into the raffle this afternoon.
So you definitely want to stop by their table. They are at the IT Connect zone so that you can put your name in and get a computer that is wonderful. And what kind of computer is it?
So Windows-based device, but it's a MCPc brand laptop computer.
Great, and so just talk to me about the partnership that you have with CMSD and how you're helping scholars get ahead in the information technology industry.
Yeah, so MCPC is headquartered here in Cleveland. We've been around about 20 years now. And in all of our facilities, which are all within the city of Cleveland, we try and work with the surrounding neighborhoods and employ from the neighborhoods as much as possible. So we're always thinking about how do we build facilities on transit lines so that getting to work is easier or walkable even. And so mostly what we're doing with the school district is we started a few years ago with simple apprenticeship programs and internships. And those started with kids that were usually part of School of One, which is a hybrid in-person, online learning environment. So it allowed the flexibility for those kids to work several hours during the day, whereas you typically wouldn't have enough time to do that in a traditional classroom setting. So 16 years old, they're starting with us, and they're usually in school half the day, working half the day.
So what are they doing when they come to your facility?
It's all based around a recycling facility at the moment. So they're breaking down laptop computers or tablets or old monitors and things like that. So they're either refurbishing them to be resold to another organization if they're in working condition. If they're not, we break them down for parts and we sell big barrels of plastic components and metal components to other downstream recycling vendors. So they're learning that process, learning about the equipment, learning about the technical skills, and getting IT certifications at the same time.
And just talk to me about how important it is to get those IT certifications. And these students are getting them while they're still in high school. How it, leveling them up before they even graduate high school.
100%. So the IT industry is, I think, has a great advantage because it's entirely certification and credential driven. For the most part. So you can start in a very entry-level role without any technical skill at all, which most of our 16-year-old employees are kind of that category. And so then they, depending on the track they want to go, if they want to go into hardware repair or software development or cybersecurity, we can put them on a track where they're getting sometimes 3-month-long credentials, sometimes they're 6 months long, or the more sophisticated ones are multiple years. And they come from all different sorts of online vendors or in-person kind of classroom settings. So it's a very flexible education track that can really take the place of a 4-year degree in many cases, and even put them in a better position than a 4-year degree typically would in another industry.
But your company also offers students, if they continue on after high school working with you, to go to college, and that you'll help pay for that, correct?
Absolutely. So a lot of IT certifications are delivered by universities. So MCPc is subsidizing the cost of almost all of those certifications for most of those employees. And so I think that's a great benefit of working for MCPc and starting your career here. And then what's nice about these certifications is that they don't just count at MCPc, they count at every IT organization across the world. So you earn a certification through MCPc and while working here in Cleveland, and then maybe that gets you started 6 months down the road. You have the ability to go wherever you want, and you can take that certification with you. It travels with the person, not with the organization.
Nice. And so if you have the ballpark number, if not, no worries, but how many students would you say that you've employed and maybe they've gone on to continue working with you after high school?
So we've only been running this program about 4 years. So I think in that 4 years, we've probably hit maybe 75 students, and primarily working through the School of One, which is that hybrid learning environment. So our goals now are to grow the program throughout other divisions of our company. So on the front end, where we're doing a lot of technical configuration of devices and deployments of new equipment, we work with vendors like HP and Lenovo and Apple, and so some name brands that are familiar. So it gets kids working alongside new technology, and working alongside big companies like that, which can be very exciting. And then cybersecurity is another one that it's a very hot industry now, a lot of high-paying jobs, and if you can get on the right track and ride those certifications into the cybersecurity world, it's pretty endless as far as your income opportunities from there.
So, but the great thing is you're employing students, so they're getting paid, a decent wage, which is great, but they're also getting certification opportunities, right, all before graduating high school. I mean, this has got to be, it's a great opportunity.
So, Say Yes to Education was a fantastic program to come to the school district and for Cleveland. But it's all around 4-year degrees. So if that's what students want to pursue, that's fantastic. There's a lot of kids at every high school that get to the end of 12th grade and say, I don't know what I really want to do. And is it really worth spending their time being in college, away from home maybe, even though it's all funded for them. But so this gives them a second option, something where, hey, I can put in a small amount of work in high school to maybe earn a certification or two. I can get some real work experience in an industry that's really relevant to the world today and becoming ever more relevant. And then, they have an option to, they can choose a 4-year degree at some point if they'd like to, right. But if not, there's another really, really good option.
Well, you are definitely giving our students options, and you are an amazing community partner that we have. And so MCPc is just one of our amazing community partners that are here today that you can come and talk to, learn more about their organization here at the Tech Fest and Back to School Bash. We will be here until 2 p.m. If you can't make it today, we will have another Tech Fest and Back to School Bash next Saturday at Max Hayes High School. So that'll give you another opportunity to come on down and talk to people, get excited about the new school year, and also CMSD students, bring your devices if they need to get repaired, or if you want to just get connected to all the different type of resources. So I appreciate your time, and thanks for giving us all that information.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for watching, and we'll be back shortly.